Hey, if you are a woman over 40 and you've been to the doctor recently and your doctor put you on some sort of blood pressure pill because your blood pressure was too high, but he never checked your hormones, you need to watch this video because what I'm going to share with you is that all the things you've been experiencing, the fatigue, the brain fog, the weight that won't go away, the hair that's thinning, the blood pressure problems, are not all separate issues. They are one single issue, and I'm going to share with you how to deal with that in this series. This is episode 1 of 8. My name is Joel. I'm a nurse and a naturopath, and for over 20 years, I've worked in the ICU, the ER, critical care, and my wife, Annie, who's also a registered nurse and runs everydaynurse.com, she specializes in women's hormones. And what we realized as we have both grown our audiences to over 100,000 followers and millions of views is that our audiences have started to merge. I talk about hypertension and high blood pressure. She talks about hormones, but they've started to really look like the same person. So here's the problem that we are seeing is that the medical system especially handles women over 40 in a very particular way. They go to the doctor, their blood pressure's high, he writes a prescription, maybe it's lisinopril, metoprolol. He tells you to reduce your stress maybe and then come back in 90 days. But he never asks the one question that matters. When did this start? Because if he asked that question and you thought honestly, you'd probably realize that your blood pressure started climbing around the same time that everything else changed, like your sleep, your weight around your midsection, anxiety just came out of nowhere, the brain fog. So that's not a coincidence. So here are 3 hidden causes. Number 1 is your estrogen is dropping and your arteries are paying for it. You see, most people think that estrogen is just about periods and fertility, which it does attribute to that, but that's not all it does. Estrogen is one of the most powerful cardiovascular protectors in the body. It keeps your blood vessel walls flexible and elastic. So it also signals your vessels to produce nitric oxide. That's the molecule that tells your arteries to open up. So when estrogen starts declining in your late 30s, early 40s, your vessels gradually lose that protection. They get stiffer, less flexible, which means higher blood pressure. Number 2 is cortisol. Cortisol has lost its protector. Estrogen doesn't just protect your arteries, it also acts as a natural buffer against cortisol, your stress hormone. So when estrogen is high, cortisol stays in check. Your body can handle stress without your heart paying for it. But when estrogen drops, that protection disappears. So now the same stress that you have felt earlier in life starts producing a higher cortisol response. And cortisol restricts your blood vessels. Your pressure goes up. It tells your kidneys to hold on to sodium. It raises your heart rate. And so now your blood pressure is rising, you're more stressed, all because your estrogen has dropped. Number 3 is that it starts causing your body to hold on to water. Hormone changes during perimenopause affect how your kidneys process sodium and water. So when your hormone balance shifts, your body starts retaining more fluid. More fluid in your bloodstream means more volume in your artery walls. More volume, higher pressure. So this is the mechanism that diuretic blood pressure medications try to target. The Lasix, hydrochlorothiazide. They force your body to release water, but they don't ask why your body's holding it in the first place. The why is your hormones. And until you address the hormone shift, the water retention keeps coming back every time the pill wears off. I know this is a lot of information, but it's very, very important. Don't take notes. Save this video. Share it with somebody who needs this information. And I want to let you know that I'm creating a webinar on these very topics in depth. We're going to go in depth on why your blood pressure is high related to your hormones, how to fix your hormones, and how to balance them naturally. If that's something you're interested in, comment hormones in the comments below and I'll get you that link. Remember, genetics writes the recipe, but lifestyle bakes the cake. My name is Joel. Be your own doctor.